touch the outside knee. Remember, you're trying to keep your hips still. So there's no hip movement here, just moving from the waist to the ribs. Okay, so space between the waist and the ribs. You slide down the outside of the leg, but keeping the hips still. Also try not to lift your shoulders, just feel you're moving from the waist. Good. Okay, now take those feet hip width apart. So now we can push the hips across. And again, you push the hips and slide. But again, you're trying to stay upright, so you're not leaning forward as you make this movement. So the hips slide across, the hand drops down the outside of the leg. You push the hips across, the hand slides down the outside of the leg. So how far can you push the hips across? How far can you slide down the leg? Good. So you extend that movement again. So as you go down the outside of one leg, take the opposite arm over. So as I push my right hip away, my right arm goes over my head. Left hip away, left arm over the head. Again, I'm just trying to see how far I can push those hips across. Keep my feet firmly planted on the floor. Soft knees as you push and reach over. Hips, good. Well done. Good, so 2 more. Well done. Okay, so now starting with both hands straight out in front of you. Take the left hand across the right arm, across your chest, rotate and push the hand away. So look at that hand and repeat that journey on the way back. And again, we go the other way. We rotate, we push the hand away, and again, we come back. So we're looking to turn the torso through 90 degrees. Feel you're taking the arms through 180 degrees. Good. You push away. Well done. Again, really stretch those fingertips away from one another. Good. Again. Push. Good. Good. We're going to do 2 more. Good. Last one. And rest. Okay, so standing on your feet, hip width apart, have your hands by your shoulders, your elbows into your rib cage. So now what I'm going to do, push my hips to the right. As I do that, I push both hands to the left and reach up, come back to my start, push my hips to the left, push both hands up to the right and reach back. So again, you're trying to squeeze your ears with your arms. So feel that the arms lengthen, you push as far away as you can. You just shift the weight from one foot to the other, but both feet stay planted on the ground. Hips go across, squeeze the ears as you reach those hands as far away from you as you can. Good. Push, good. Again, we're going to do 2 more. Good. Okay, so this same start position, thumbs touching shoulders, elbows into the body. I'm now going to turn to my left, and as I turn to my left, I'm going to push my hands high above the head. And again, come back to the start. Rotate to the right, push my hands high above the head. You're still trying to squeeze the ears. It's exactly the same movement with the arms. Keep those feet planted, turn to the torso, reach those arms up high. And you feel that stretch through the ribs, through the shoulders, maybe even into your lower back. Okay? So how far can you turn your torso around? Good. Keeping the feet planted, turn the torso and push up high. Good. Going to do 2 more. Good, and then resting there. Okay, so this time elbows are going to be in line with shoulders, wrist is going to be directly above the elbows. What we're looking to do now is to soften the knees, bring the elbows and wrists to meet in front of the body, and then you come back. So the feeling is the elbows meet in front of the chin, and the elbows and the hands try and meet at the same time. So you open out, and again, you squeeze back together. Good. So you open out, and then you squeeze back. If it gets too much, then just bring the arms that little bit lower. If you're trying to feel that you can keep those elbows in line with the shoulders as you squeeze. Good. We're going to do 2 more. Good. And then resting there. Let those arms come down from them. Okay. So this time, you can feel that in the shoulders, yeah? So bring your hands now into this prayer position so your thumb is almost touching the chin. And again, the elbows are squeezed together. From here, you're going to push the hands high and wide into a Y shape. And from there, you pull the elbows back down and the hands meet. So trying to get the elbows again and the hands to meet at the same time. You push out nice and wide into Y. Good. And then you squeeze back down so elbows and palms meet at the same time. thumb just touches the chin, you squeeze those elbows down. Good. And again, it's important as you do that movement, you're trying not to lean back, you're trying to stay stable and feel that you're pushing through the torso, through your core as you push those hands high and wide. Good. You're going to do one more. Good. And then resting there. Okay, so we're bringing the arms lower now, so the elbows into the body. So before you make any movement, squeeze your shoulder blades backwards and down. Make sure your chin is parallel to the floor, knees are soft. Breathe out as you take the elbows, so the thumbs to the wall behind you, and then you come back to your start position. So the feeling is the elbows stay into the ribs. You're trying to take those hands as far behind as you can, but keep the palms facing up and keep the torso still. Again, the tendency will be to lean back to make this movement easier. But I want you to feel that between your shoulder blades. Good, squeeze. Squeeze, good. We do two more. Good, and then resting now. Okay, so now from there, we're going to go into our dog stance. Okay, so just stiffen your hip back slightly, as if you're going to take hold of the dog club, but you're going to have your left hand pointing towards your knee and your right hand pointing away from your knee. And all we're going to do to start off with is just take those hands away as if you're doing a back swing. So just rotating, but again, try and feel that you're not sliding your hips. Your hips stay in line with your shoulders and your hips stay in line with your feet. So we're just rotating and you're following, your head is following your left hand. Both arms stay straight and you're trying to look along the length of that left arm. So just rotating, when you're in a sort of semi-squat, feet stay still, just putting your right hip behind your left hip. We're going to do two more. Good, okay, now we're going to do exactly the same movement, but this time you're going to step forward with your left foot and repeat that movement. The left foot goes forward, and again, you repeat. The left arm stays straight, right arm stays straight, left foot steps forward, and you're still rotating your trunk to the right. And you look along the length of that left arm as you step onto the left foot. So again, you might start to feel that in the right shoulder blade, keeping the arm straight, taking that left arm away as straight as possible. Good. Going to do one more. Well done. Okay, now, same movement with the arms. This time the weight stays on the left leg. You take your right foot away. So all the weight stays on your left foot, but you take the right foot away. And again, you turn to look along the length of that left arm. Make the movement as big as you can. All the weight stays on your left foot. Good. Again, if it gets too much, then just shorten the movement with the arms, but try and keep the legs working. Good. Last two. Well done. Okay. So rest for a moment. So same hand position. This time we're going to take left hand away to the left and the right hand finishes facing away from you. So again, both arms stay straight. Remember, you're trying to keep your hips still. They don't slide, they rotate. Your left hip tries to finish behind your right hip. You're looking along the length of the right arm. So as if we're practicing our follow through for a right-handed golfer. Good. You almost go from a squat, and as you drive up, the legs straighten slightly as you take both arms away. Now, still what you do, you're turning your torso, trying to get that left arm as far behind as you can, so we're really working through the rib cage. Good. One more, and rest. Okay, so same movement. This time, right foot goes forward, and you take those arms away. Right foot goes forward, take the arms away. Good, so the arms stay straight. Then try and relax the hands. So I'm even feeling this in my right forearm as I push the arms away. I'm feeling it behind my left shoulder blade, but I'm also feeling the rib cage really open as I do this movement. So big workout of the rib cage. Stepping onto that right foot, rotating. Good. Two more. Well done. Okay, so last one in the sequence then. Right foot stays still, the weight goes on there. You take the left foot away. So the left foot goes away behind you, and you rotate And you look along the length of that right arm as you balance lightly on the left big toe. And you turn your trunk. Good. Rotate. Good. Look along that right arm. Turn. Keep that arm long. Good. All the weight on the right foot. 2 more. Fantastic. Well done. Okay, so you can have a quick sip of water. We're then going to go on to hands and knees. Everyone's feeling okay. Fresh as a daisy. That's the spirit. Okay, so on to hands and knees. So hands and knees again, just going to work on that core. So we're looking just to straighten the left arm and push the right leg away. So you're going to hold that position there, lengthening from fingertips to heel. And then we're going to come back to your start position and repeat on the other side. So right arm pushes away, left heel pushes away, then you come back to your start position. So in your own time, you make that movement. Feel that the distance between the fingertip and the heel increases each time. But I want you to focus on the fact that the hips and the shoulders stay parallel to the floor. Remember, you're trying not to load up the weight on the wrist that you leave behind. So your knee and wrist take some of the weight, but suspension in the middle of the body from your core muscles hold some of that weight up. And you're trying to feel a stretch on the diagonal from the heel to the fingertips. Good, just push away. 2 more. Good. Okay, so from that position there, we're now going to pull the toes underneath the heels. Hands go just a little bit wider, and all we're going to do is to pull the tummy in, lift the hips up high, and then rock back onto the heels. Just ease into that. Then you come back down onto your knees, and again repeat. So you pull the tummy in, lift the hips up high, head drops down between the arms, then you try and push those heels down. Good. Now if it gets too much, just go into the cat movement where you're just going to arch the back. You're just going to, just going to repeat this, just lifting the heads up, pushing the heels down. So you're trying to feel a stretch in the calf muscles, but also just getting stretch in hamstrings, working through shoulders. Good. Just going to do 1 more. Good. And then resting there. Okay, so into a bit of rotation in that. So we're going to put your right foot forward and put your right hand behind your back. So all we're going to do from here is rotate. Your right shoulder finishes over your left shoulder. You come back down, and again you repeat. So the left hand stays flat on the floor. The right foot stays still. The right knee stays still. You turn the torso to try and look over that right shoulder. Good. So remember, you're keeping the right foot still. Good. So we're just going to do 1 more. Good. Okay, I'm going to change legs. The left foot goes forward, left hand goes behind your back, and then again repeat. Left shoulder goes over right shoulder. You turn the torso as much as you can. Good. So how far can you turn that left shoulder around? Can you look over that left shoulder as you rotate, keeping the left foot still? Good. Just do 2 more. Well done. Okay, now we're going to try and do that from a full presser position. So in a full presser position, we start with the shoulders over the wrists. We're going to take the right foot as far forward as possible, and then very slowly just raise the right arm in the air. You come back down, and then we repeat on the other side. Again, you can raise the left arm. So again, if it's too difficult, just go back to the kneeling position and just alternate with those rotations. But try, because we're trying to build some upper body strength and some upper body mobility, but also core strength as we do this. Again, in your own time, working through that. Good. Just going to do 2 more. Good. And then you can rest there. Okay, so you're going to come back down onto your back now. So give the wrists a bit of a rest, give your shoulder a bit of a rest. You're going to work through those hips. So starting off with your right ankle on your left knee, head goes onto the ground, palms face up, All we're looking to do is just to bring both knees towards the chest and squeeze up, and then you lower down. So you're trying to bring that left knee over the line of your left hip. The feeling is you're pushing your right knee away. You're feeling that stretch of your right hip, but also you're feeling your core muscles engage, but try and make sure that your neck and shoulders relax. You squeeze up and lower down. You squeeze up and lower down. Good. So just do 3 more. Good. And rest, and then we change. So the right foot goes onto the floor, the left ankle onto the right knee. Again, palms facing up, shoulders relaxed. Breathe out as you lift, in as you lower. So you squeeze up, trying to get the right knee over the line of the right hip. Trying to feel you're pushing your left knee away as you go into and out of this stretch. Squeezing up, lowering down. Make sure your jaw is not clenched. Make sure you're not pressing your head into the ground. Make sure your wrists, elbows, shoulders are all relaxed. Good. So 2 more. Good. Okay, so you put the left foot down. So take the arms out wider now, so your wrists are in line with your shoulders, but your palms are still facing up. Your right knee crosses over your left knee, so you're making a nice tight fit. Okay, now from this position here, let the knees go to the left as the head goes to the right. And from there, you pull back to center. Then you let the knees go to the right as the head goes to the left. Then again, you pull back to center. So your focus is trying to keep the fingertips, wrists, elbows and shoulders on the floor as you take the knees as far across the body as you can. And again, feel that you pull the weight of the legs back to center, engaging your core. So you're not using your upper body to drag the weight of the legs back to center. And each time you go, you're just trying to go that little bit further, feeling that stretch, improving that mobility in the lower back, but also through the rib cage, across the chest, down the arms. Good. But then just do 1 more. Good. Then you come back to center, and then we're going to change legs. So the left knee crosses over. Again, make sure it's a tight fit. Take the arms out wide, palms facing up. Knees go one way, head goes the other. And again, you pull back to center. Again, knees go one way, head goes the other. Pull back to center. So ease into the stretch. Just each time to try and get that a little bit further. So again, make sure that wrists, fingertips, elbows, shoulders stay relaxed. And pull back to center. Good. Pull back to center. Good. Good. Nice and slowly. Good. Okay, 1 more in each direction. Good, and then resting there. Okay, now from that position there, both feet go on the floor, but keep the knees together and the feet together. Take your arms up straight in front of you, so it's straight above your chest. Have the palms facing your knees. So what we're going to do now, my knees are going to go to the right, and my arms go to the left. Then I pull back to center. My arms are now going to go to the right, and my knees go to the left. And again, I pull back to center. I'm trying to keep arms working together as a unit, and I'm trying to keep knees, hips working together as a unit. And again, I'm looking to see how far I can take those arms across, how far those knees can go away, but I'm trying to stay stable, not lose my balance as I make that separation, knees one way, shoulders the other. And again, generate some force using your core muscles to pull the weight of the arms and the knees back together. Feel that working good. And again, you could do this with a golf club or a heavy bar or a towel or just a large gin and tonic. That spin, good. 2 more. Well done. Okay, now from there, you put your left ankle onto your right knee, your left arm goes down by your side, your right hand goes behind your head. So I'm going to try and fold my right shoulder across towards my left knee, and then I come back to the start position. So my chin's on my chest, I fold across, and then come back down. So again, I'm not racing through this. Breathe out as you fold across. We're looking to lengthen that breath in as you come back down. So you're just picturing that dotted line that goes from your right hip to your left shoulder. And you're trying to fold across that line, keeping the right hip on the floor, keeping the left shoulder on the floor as you bring your shoulder across towards your knee. So your left knee doesn't move and your right elbow doesn't move. You're just moving your right shoulder towards the knee. Good. So try and do 2 more. Good. And then resting there. Okay, so we change legs. The left foot goes down, right ankle, left knee, right arm out the side at 45 degrees, left hand behind your neck, chin onto chest, fold across the diagonal as you take your left shoulder towards your right knee. The left shoulder stays, the left hip stays on the floor as the left shoulder leads the movement, keeping your right shoulder down. Good. Nice, slow and controlled. Folding across. Good, breathing out as you fold across. Good, we're going to try and do 4 more. That's 2. That's 3. Good, last one. 4, well done. Okay, so now bring both knees up over your hips. Hands still behind your head, chin is on your chest, elbows at 1. Now I'm going to try and keep the right angle in my leg. By that, I just lower from the hip. As I lower my heel to the floor, breathe out as I pull back to center. Then I alternate. My heel goes to the floor, but I maintain the right angle. My chin's on my chest. I'm looking at the gap between my knees. In as I lower, out as I pull back. The elbows stay wide. In as I lower, out as I pull back. And again, feel that you're pulling back by engaging the core muscles, trying to keep one knee still as you lower from the hip, the heel towards the floor. Good. In as you lower, out as you pull back. Good. In as you lower, out as you pull back. Good. Try and do 4 more. Good. Last 2. Good, well done. Now keep those knees up in the air. Take the arms out wide again with the palms facing up. So again, let the knees go one way, head goes the other, you pull back to center. If that's too much, put the feet on the floor and repeat the movement. But you're going to keep your shoulders on the floor and imagine that your knees travel in a nice arc in line with your hips as you go from side to side. And now a lot more work with your stomach muscles. Make sure you're still relaxing the shoulders. You're pulling back, using the middle of the body, not pulling back, using the shoulders. Good. Nice and slow. If it's too much, put your heels on the floor. Make sure your knees always stay over the line of the hips as you pull from side to side. Good. Good. We're going to do 2 more. Good, and then rest of the there. Okay, so bring your left knee up onto your chest. Straighten your right leg now. So you're pushing your right heel away as you bring the left knee towards your chest. So the feeling is you're pushing the right heel away. You're trying to get the back of the right leg touching the floor as you bring that left knee towards your left shoulder. So you feel stretching the groin, but also when you feel that you're trying to get some stretching the top of your right thigh. Good. And then slowly change legs. So the left foot goes down, right knee comes up. And again, you lengthen the left leg, push the heel away as you bring the right knee towards your right shoulder. You're pushing that heel away, putting the toes towards the face, trying to get the back of the left leg touching the floor. Good. And then again, you change. So the right foot goes down. This time you bring your left knee and you put it across towards your right shoulder. So you're lengthening through the back of that right leg. So trying to get that right leg touching the floor as you bring your left knee across towards your right shoulder. Okay, just make sure that your neck is relaxed as you bring it up and across. Good. And then change. So now right knee comes up and across over towards that left shoulder as you lengthen through that left leg. Trying to get the back of the left leg touching the floor. Good. Okay, now from here, you straighten both legs. So both legs are on the floor. Arms are down by your side at 45 degrees with the palms facing down. Put your left heel onto your right big toe. Now from here, all I'm going to do is lift my left hip up, try to get my left hip over my right hip, but I keep my left shoulder on the floor as I turn my head to look along that left arm. So my palms are facing down. I'm pulling both toes towards my face. I've got tension in my thighs. The left hip is high. My left shoulder is on the ground. And I look along the length of that left arm. Good. And then I slowly come back down. So my left heel goes on the floor. My right heel goes onto left big toe. I lift my right hip up. My right shoulder stays down. I look along the length of my right arm as I pull the toes towards my face, put tension in my thighs, keeping the shoulder down, keeping the hips high. Keep breathing as you hold. Good. And again, you lower down. So one more time. So right heel on the floor, left heel onto right big toe, left hip goes up. Try and lift the hip a little bit higher now. Pull the toes towards the face. Look along that left arm. Feel that stretch. We've got a big twist going on here. Kind of like wringing out a tea towel. You've got the shoulder down as you put the toe towards the face, the hips high, and you've got tension in your thighs. Good. Then you slowly, slowly uncurl. So left heel down. Last one, right heel onto left big toe. Hip goes up. Pull the toe towards the face. Push the right shoulder down. How high can you get that hip? How much tension can you get in your right thigh? Good. Keep breathing as you hold. Good. Keep breathing. Good. And then resting there. Okay, so now you're going to bend both knees. Okay, so from there, you raise your right leg straight up in the air. Both hands now go behind that right knee. So you're trying to keep your knee over the line of your hip. Push your right hip to the floor as you push your right heel to the ceiling. So the right heel going to the ceiling, the hips going down to the ground, and you're just pulling that leg towards you slightly. Just got a bit of softness in your knee as you push the heel to the ceiling, but you push the hip down. Good. Okay, now then, keeping the hands behind the knee, you bend the knee, you bring that right knee down onto your chest. Okay, then from there, you try and straighten your right leg. So the knee stays on your chest, you're trying to straighten your right leg. So you're pulling down as you push that heel up to the ceiling. Feeling that stretch in the hamstring, bringing the back of the knee, keep pulling down. Good. And then rest there. So the right foot goes down, and repeat that for the left. So both hands behind the left knee, you push the left hip into the ground, push the left hip to the ceiling, try and keep the left knee over the line of the hip. Pull the leg towards you slightly as you're pushing down, but also pushing the heel to the ceiling. So you're really feeling that stretch in the calf and the back of the knee. Good, don't forget to breathe. Good. Then you bend the knee, bring the knee down onto your chest. Keep the hands behind the knee. Then again from there, try and straighten the legs. So keep putting down as you try and straighten. Good. Keep breathing. Good. Breathe. Good. And then lower down. Okay, so from there, we're going to go into long sitting. So sitting up tall, left leg goes straight out in front of you. Cross that right foot over your left knee and just hug that right knee towards you. So again, you're going to sit as tall as you can. Feel that you're pulling that knee across towards the left shoulder. Keep your chin parallel to the floor. Feel that your head is being lifted to the ceiling and your shoulder blades are pulling backwards and down as you pull that left big toe towards your face. Good. And equal distribution on your sitting bones. Good. Keep breathing. And relax. Now you lengthen that right leg, so push the right leg away. Left knee comes up and over. Again, sit tall. How tall can you sit? Shoulder blades go backwards and down. Chin stays parallel to the floor. Head lifted to the ceiling. Toe pulls towards the face. Good. Good. Keep breathing. Good. And then resting there. And final stretch is just to do a stretch of the groin. So hold on to your ankles, Bring the heels close to your buttocks, put the elbows into the knees, and the feeling is you're pushing your knees to the ground as you're trying to have your knees push your elbows back into the body. Good, but again, try not to lean forward, just stay fairly upright as you push those knees down, feeling that stretch in the inside of the thigh. Good. And finally, hold on to your toes. So you're pulling the toes towards the nose, lean from your waist, feel that your nose is getting closer to your toes as you push the knees to the ground. So you're leaning from the waist, push the hips down, pull the toes towards you, pull the nose towards the toes, breathe, push the knees to the floor. Good. And then resting there. Okay, you can stay seated if you want to. I'll read you a story, then you're ready for bed. But well done, everybody. Hopefully see some of you tomorrow at 1 o'clock. If not, Friday at 1. If not, Saturday at 9:30. Thank you very much for taking part.